No, they are chewy. And it's not a big dish. It's 3 small snails on a small plate. Okay. I've tried it. I don't think I need to have it again, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
Meet Palle on an epic journey around the world.
I'm at a nice, quiet place by the ocean and stopped the car and got out with my microphone and decided that I would tell you a little bit about what's been going on in my life the last 2 days. And then some guy with a blower of some sort of a power tool has started making a lot of noise in the background. So let me get back to you.
This is the Radio Vagabond.
As I'm looking for a more quiet place to record my thoughts, let me just say welcome to episode 190 of the Radio Vagabond, supported in part by Hotels25.com. This is the place where you can find the best deals on a place to spend a night, and now it's new and improved. It's got a brand new slick design, and it also includes searches from booking.com and so much more. And inspiration from a little podcast called The Radio Vagabond. You should absolutely check it out. It's super, super cool. Hotels25.com.
Okay, I moved a little bit away. I'm at a small road here in Portsmouth in New Hampshire, and by the ocean, and it's beautiful here. And I just came from clinic number 2 since yesterday. You remember I told you about my high blood pressure that I found out that I had when I was in Poland, and I wrote to my insurance company, and they said that these numbers that I've been writing down every day after measuring my blood pressure every day for the last 2 weeks or so, that I should try to get to a clinic and do some examination. And then the doctor of the insurance company recommended some medicine I should take to get my blood pressure down. And they said that it might be something you can get over the counter here in the US. So I went to a pharmacy yesterday, and they said that I couldn't get it without seeing a doctor, but they had a clinic right there in the pharmacy. So I went in there, and then I was in there for an hour, and this doctor did a lot of tests and asked me a lot of questions and told me what the consequences might be of having high blood pressure, something that really made me worry. She also said that it gave me some good advice on how to live my life, like losing 5 to 10 pounds. When I look at myself, I would say at least 10 to 15 pounds is what I like to lose. And also do some more exercising, never drink more than 1 glass of wine in one sitting, as she said. I was thinking maybe I could have 1 glass and then go to the bathroom and then come back, and then that would be another sitting. I don't know if that counts. And also she sent me to this other clinic that I've been to today, where they took some blood and for testing my cholesterol and a number of other things, and I'll get the results in a couple of days. She also told me that I should get to a clinic when I get to Montreal in a few weeks to get an EKG, I think it was, and also go see an eye doctor, because too high blood pressure may be doing some damaging on my eyesight. So she said a lot and spoke a lot about the consequences, and I'm kind of worried right now, because I don't want to lose my eyesight. I don't want that to get bad. I don't want to have some side effects of this high blood pressure affecting my brain, or any other side effects that it might cause. So I'm a little bit worried right now, but I guess I'll have to see what she says in a couple of days when I call them and ask for the results of the tests. But besides that, in good spirit. I'm in New Hampshire, and I'm staying with a couchsurfing host, a Chinese girl that works as a professor at a university here in New Hampshire, and she's letting me stay with her for 2 days. And tomorrow I'm heading further north to Maine, where I'm staying with yet another couchsurfing host in the middle of nowhere. I think he lives on a farm, and it's not close to any big city, so that's going to be nice and quiet. He seems like a nice guy, and it's close to a national park that I'll go explore, and then hopefully get some time to do some work. I'm quite lucky right now that I have a lot of work to do, and that's always nice because I need the money. And then I will be spending 3 days there and heading over to Vermont, and then heading out to Canada to see a friend now that I'm that close to Canada.
On my way from Cambridge, close to Boston, to Maine, I spent 2 nights in New Hampshire, here in New England, and I finally got the medication to keep my blood pressure low. A quest for that medicine that started when I was in Poland, and it works. Every single day since then, and probably for the rest of my life, I'm going to be taking a small pill every morning to keep that in check. So it was a new me with low blood pressure that was heading north towards a state with a lot of forest. In fact, 98.5% of Maine is covered in forest. Both of these states have a population of around 1.3 million, but Maine is around 4 times bigger than New Hampshire. I was taking a drive from Durham, New Hampshire to Ben's Blueberry Farm, Burke Hill Farm in Cherryfield, Maine. It's a drive of 240 miles, 386 kilometers, and I made a stop on the way at the iconic lighthouse in Portland. Not to confuse with the more famous Portland, Oregon. That actually got its name from this Portland here in Maine.
And now, facts about where we are.
The official state animal of Maine is the moose. The state is home to approximately 76,000 moose, the highest moose population in the lower 48 states. The official state insect of Maine is the honeybee. The Maine Beekeepers Association was founded in 1976 to promote the understanding of the insect's importance. Maine is the only state that shares its borders with only one other U.S. state. This state is New Hampshire. The rest of the border is to Canada in the north. Maine is the only state in the USA whose name has only one syllable. And Maine is the single largest producer of blueberry in the United States. In fact, Maine produces 99% of all the blueberries in the country. So, very appropriately that I'm heading to a blueberry farm to learn more about this.
And that was facts about where we are.
I left my couchsurfing host in New Hampshire this morning at 9:30, I think. Right now it's almost 6 o'clock, so I've been driving all day. I haven't been driving all the time. I've taken a few stops along the way. One of the things I took a few hours of studying was the legendary lighthouse in Portland, Maine. And this is the state that I'm in now, in Maine, and this is in the northeastern corner of the U.S. and of New England. If I head further north, I will reach Canada. I'm not doing that right now, and it's really in the countryside. The reason I chose this area is because when I go south from here, southwest, I'll find the Acadia National Park. It's on a small island, and it's described as one of the most beautiful things and a thing that you just have to see when you're in New England. So I plan to spend a full day down in that region. I'm driving through a beautiful forest right now, and the last, I think, 100 miles. It's just been very rural, and right now I'm driving in a forest. Right on my right-hand side right now, there's a lake, and I'm about to reach the place. My next Couchsurfing host is called Ben. I haven't spoken to him, but we've written to each other back and forth, and he seems like both nice and funny guy, and I'm going to be staying with him for 3 nights, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm about to reach him in a few minutes. He told me that it was a little bit difficult to find, so I better focus now.
Ben had told me that it could be quite tricky to find his place. So he'd given me a long description on how to find it.
Okay, it should be up this road here. This is easy to miss. He did write that it was difficult to find, and it is in the middle of nowhere, but wow, it's beautiful. No buildings, so I'll keep going.
And we're so far away from anything that I can't rely on getting a signal and use my Google Maps like I normally do.
Hi. Is this where Ben lives? You're Ben? Up there. Okay, thanks.
He also wrote this to me. You just need to aim the sextant at the North Star and go from there. You'll be fine. After a bit of struggle, I managed to find it.
Hi.
Oh, you're
Pelle.
Pelle.
You're Ben?
Yeah.
Hi, Ben. You were right. This is tricky to find, but I found it.
Found it.
Yeah.
3 directions.
Yeah, pretty good directions, yeah.
Sextant, North Star.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. What a nice place. It's beautiful nature. Hello.
We're gonna have a truck coming in here in not too long.
Tell me where to.
Maybe right over there, like see where that tire is?
Yeah.
And as I got into his newly built wooden house, also his friend Jezebel, who's in the kitchen with a cup of coffee, and a bit later I met Jason, Ben's right-hand man.
Watch your mouth. There's no sense in that.
Hey.
Hi.
Alright, so what's your story? Tell me your name again. Pelle.
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 Yeah. Bo. You can also call me Bo. That's easier. Pelle Bo.
Pelle.
Yeah. It's my parents had a field day when they gave me that name because it's a Danish name, but nobody can say it.
I can speak some Danish.
Really?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Almost correct.
That's the entire palette of Danish that I have, but what did I get wrong?
You said sieben. That's German. So it's
Six.
in Danish it's soup. 6 soup.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You must have
4, 5,
changed
6,
since I
soup.
learned it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It was after the Second World War we did. Now my story is that I'm a full-time traveler.
Ben's farm is called Birk Hill Farm, and it's a certified organic wild blueberry farm in Cherryfield, Maine, the heart of Maine's blueberry country.
And my wife
You sold her to the circus?
got much more than I expected.
They're farming about 200 acres of organic wild blueberries. Ben and his team farm the traditional way, harvesting by hand to provide a high-quality wild blueberries.
And you produce blueberries? You got a lot of land?
I'm farming about 200 acres of berries right now.
That's quite a bit. What's your name?
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
That's my dog's name.
Ben Perrin started raking blueberries in '91 and started Birk Hill Farm in 2001.
Was funny for
Inside the wooden house, you can almost smell the fresh wood and the sawdust. Ben only just moved into the house, and a few things still need fixing.
When did you move in?
Oh, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that's recent. You built the house?
Yeah.
But he built the house himself.
Every little fucking piece of it.
And you had time for that?
Well, it's taken me 15 years.
Oh, okay. Bit by bit.
I cut the first tree down 15 years ago.
Wow.
Something that took him
Moved in 3 weeks.
15 years.
So up until 3 weeks ago, you were living in the trailer down there?
No, there's another trailer over there.
Okay.
I was in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's real nice in here. I enjoy this space.
Yeah.
It's nice and quiet, well, until the people start working downstairs. And it's not quiet anymore.
No.
Like he said, it's nice and quiet until they start working downstairs. And later that day they did. So Ben takes me down to show me what they're doing.
Going through here, there's a big fan blowing up through here. Blows all the leaves.
Yeah, yeah.
In here, right?
Yeah.
This is where they bring the blueberry harvest and sort the berries.
You got some kind of conveyor belt here, and all the.
Then they go here onto the grader belt. Anything that's too small falls out.
What's going down here?
Stuff that's too small,
Okay.
right?
So first the leaves get blown out, and then they go on a conveyor belt where the mushy ones sort of gets pushed to the side.
Nope. So they go through the belt, they go through the fan, the winnower, get blown out, they go into the grader, the small ones get taken out.
Yeah.
Then they go onto the tilt belt where the mushy ones get taken out. Then they go onto the pick over belt where the rest is picked out.
And what comes out here at the end are
Grade A.
beautiful first-class berries.
Grade A fresh, yep.
Oh wow! Looks amazing.
So it goes from this to that.
Oh yeah. That is a neat operation. It's so simple and yet so...
There's a lot to it.
Yeah, a lot to it, really.
When we come back, I'm heading to Acadia National Park. A short drive from Ben's place, and I'm making a stop on the way to eat sea snails. Or, as they call them here, pickled wrinkles. Stay with us.
The ultimate destination for armchair travelers who are looking for inspiration to get out into the real world and let loose their wanderlust. This is the Radio Vagabond. Gotta keep moving.
This episode is brought to you in part by Hotels25.com. It's a website that helps you find the best prices on hotels and guest houses and hostels around the world. Hotels25.com.
What can I get you for a beverage, young man?
Thank you. Actually, just some tap water.
Water?
Yeah.
Lemon?
Yes, please. I have a local friend here. He said, make sure that I come by here and get some
Pickled wrinkles?
Pickled wrinkles. And I don't know what it is. What should I choose? Something that's...
It's a carnivorous sea snail. Sorry.
See, I see this, but I don't see it anywhere here.
Pickled wrinkles, right there.
Ah, see. Yeah, let me try that. Have to try it.
Okay.
I'm here at a place called Pickled Wrinkles. It was Ben, my Couchsurfing host, that recommended that I go here on my way to our Acadia National Park. And I see a sign here that says, "What the heck are pickled wrinkles?" And then it reads, "Wrinkles are large sea snails. They are pickled and referred to locally as pickled wrinkles."
Would you like to order some lunch?
So, pickled wrinkles are an old down east Maine delicacy. They are large sea snails, or whelks, which are pickled and marketed locally as pickled wrinkles.
Carnivorous sea snail, it comes up in the lobster fishermen's traps, and they save them and they put them in a bucket and they take them to people who pickle them. They steam them up, and then they put them in a pickling solution, and then they come to us.
In what way are they pickled? What's the process of preparing them?
It's vinegar and different spices that they use, and they put them in a gallon jug.
And now I have 3 here, and I'm gonna try it. Thank you so
Please
much.
do.
Yeah. No, they are chewy, and it's not a big dish. It's 3 small snails on a small plate, $7. So it's not cheap. This is not a meal. This is just a small snack that for some reason became very popular right here. It's got the pickled flavor, and then it's chewy like octopus or lobster.
It's lobster fishermen that find the wrinkles in traps they haul from the ocean floor. Eating them goes back to the old tough times when wrinkles were relied on to help feed Maine families, and they started pickling them because it was a great way to preserve the protein in them.
I've tried it. I don't think I need to have it again, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
They know it's not for everyone to eat sea snails.
Interesting.
So on their website they say, try one if you're brave enough. And I was.
On the radiovagabond.com, you can see a picture of my pickled wrinkles.
This is the Radio Vagabond Podcast.
I would love to hear from you, and now there's a new and very simple way for you to send me a voice message. It's a cool little web-based app called Telby, and all you need to do is click on the banner on the radiovagabond.com where it says Talk to Me, and then just talk. Tell me where you are and what you're doing while you're listening to this. It's super simple, and one of the cool things is that you can listen to it and redo it if you're not happy with it before you click send. Please try that. I get a small soundbite that I can play here on the show, and it's always wonderful to hear from you guys. You can, of course, also fill out the form under contact on the website. And then I was heading to Acadia National Park. That's called the crown jewel of the North Atlantic coast. It protects the natural beauty of the highest rock highlands along the Atlantic coastline of the United States, and is an abundance of habitats and rich in cultural heritage. At 3.5 million visits per year, it's one of the top 10 most visited national parks in the US, and I got to enjoy the park by driving around on parts of the historic motor roads. I did a walk on a little bit of the 180 miles of hiking trails, and I got to sit on a rock by the ocean. That's all we have time for in this episode, but I have more to share from Maine. And that one will be in your podcast app next week. I pinky promise. I have a clip for you in a few seconds. But before that, let me remind you that this episode is supported in part by Hotels25.com. It's a website that helps you find the best deals on hotel rooms and guest houses and hostels all over the world, now, new, and improved. Hotels25.com. It's best price guaranteed.
Next week on the Radio Vagabond.
And then it was so quiet. And I thought, what's going on here? And you could hear a pin drop. And then one of them dared to say, I don't think we should talk about politics. We would just get into a huge argument and we shouldn't go there. I felt so embarrassed for saying what I did and thinking what I did, and I'd much rather put my chili-infested finger in my eye again to change the subject. That was embarrassing.
My name's Palabo, and I gotta keep moving. See ya.